I know it's not Monday, but it's Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. I am flying solo here for a second, so bear with me. See if I can get this rocking. All right, I'm sort of squared away. I'm monkey with the camera a little bit. Alicia is handling some actual adult stuff for a little bit, so she'll join us later. All right. Probably be good to have a pencil or two, some glasses. All right. Give it a minute here. I'm a little crooked. Looks like. Hope everybody's having a good Halloween. Or you were until this point. Let me see here. I'm gonna pull this towards me a little bit. See how bad I screw this up. I don't know what it all means, Jason, but some shenanigans are going to ensue, I can tell you that much. All right. So I checked at 7:59, and Ash won the poll. Freddie came in a close second. Are you recovered mostly from your weeks of constant toil, Jason? Let's see, I got my reference somewhere. Not that it matters too much. Nice. Normal work days, so still slave labor. All right, if I miss you in the chat, bear with me. I'm flying solo here for a little while, so I'll be checking back and forth. But with the glasses, it's going to be interesting. Just so you know, people who haven't seen this before, I'll do a light, kind of messy sketch, and then at a certain point when I'm ready to make it tighter and darker, I'm going to erase the whole thing. It's going to look like I'm starting over, but I'm not. Don't panic. I'm just going to be getting rid of a lot of the errant lines, and then I'll know where I'm going to put down the final lines. Jen, how's it going? Oh, I forgot to turn off the sound on my phone again. All right, hang on a second, guys. I'm using the phone to record, so sometimes I get messages. All right, let's see. Scott is on as well, but he can't comment. I think they're watching on the TV. The fools. How's it going, Jen? You decided to torture yourself? All right, let's see here. I'm gonna go with Ash. I'm trying to decide how I want to draw him, like which movie I want to draw him from. We'll just get started. Let's see here. Anybody get any trick-or-treaters out their way? Everybody in our neighborhood is like retirement age, so we don't really get any. Living the dream, sure, Jen. Oh, Leash, you made it. I'm surprised you guys weren't doing like a Halloween party or something. Oh, or maybe you did, and it's been done for a while because you don't stay up late. Oh, yeah, good point. Tomorrow is opening day, deer hunting season here in Maine, for those who don't know. Actually, that's a convenient segue into I will not be doing a stream Monday because I will be tromping through the woods hunting moose next week. So I will not be here, and I won't have any internet connection, so no stream for me. Draws. Boomstick here. Yeah, it's Jesse's permit, Alicia, and it sucks because it's the adaptive hunt, and it's like northwest little chunk of zone 4, but that's all right. My theory is that because my moose hunt was perfect conditions, first week of the season, bull permit, got the zone I wanted, all that jazz, and we got skunked. Maybe because Jesse has the last week of the season and not where we really want to be, and it's part of that adaptive hunt, then maybe he'll get a moose. I think I'm going to do Army of Darkness Ash, although specifically without the armor, like earlier in the movie as opposed to later. So he's still kind of rough from the end of Evil Dead 2. Hasn't got his legs under him yet. Hook you up with some moose. I can hook you up with some moose if one decides to stick its head out at the opportune time. Although I'm not shooting, I'm not the sub. Dad is, so probably for the best, really. I'm out of practice. I'm really there just to lug stuff and eat food, so things that I'm good at. Moose jerky. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do any moose jerky. Scott, it's they're doing trying to control the population more to help cut down on the damage the winter ticks are doing, and so they do like extra permits for certain parts of the zone for cow only to try it, because you got to limit the cows to be able to limit the population. So it just, I don't know. We did it a couple of years ago. Janet got a permit and we did the adaptive hunt thing, and it was just, you're tripping over other hunters constantly because they give extra permits to the zone. So they give the same amount of permits for the whole zone, and then they give extra permits for your section. So you're just constantly like, excuse me, pardon me, driving by each other, people illegally blocking off Twitch roads to go down and stuff. And it's not as good a hunt, basically, is what it comes down to. So that's why I'm hoping Murphy's Law means he'll get a moose. And I actually have to be in Bangor Monday morning to sign for this house. So even more Murphy's Law, they'll get it while I'm not there to actually lug anything. But that's okay. Bob and Micah can help. Well, that's good. At least they got something, leash. Honestly, it's the same thing for me, regardless, even on my own hunt. I'm just there to go on vacation, honestly. We get a moose, it's great. We don't, oh well. We'll at least have a good time. And the one good thing about it being later in the year, yeah, it's going to be colder, but I do like that you have more time in the evening to sort of socialize, hang out. All right, let's get to work on this. Usually I try to get the face and everything done first, but distracted. Let's see if I can get a good Bruce Campbell. Probably not, but hopefully the costume, the chainsaw, the gun, everything else will sell the crappy likeness. Yeah. Yeah. Bob will be fine if he doesn't get bounced to smithereens on the back of the pickup. That's not really good on anybody's joints and soft tissues. But that's part of the gig. Although this year I'm bringing my car, so because Dad's truck, the one that he has now, just has room for him and one other person. So be people on the back, and then I'll be following along in my Crosstrek. Hopefully shooting birds here and there. Castle. Sort of. All kinds of stuff you guys can't see. Zoom out at the end, I guess. All right. We're getting close. That's a good question, Scott. I don't know if there's a place you can watch those. But that would be sweet. I feel like I've seen a few of those. They're pretty rough. Still better than our crap, but All right. Once again, don't panic. I'm going to erase, but then I'm going to start the kind of final sketch. So I'm not starting over. I'm not discarding it. I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. Eventually I'll get good at this and I'll have like a flashing, don't panic kind of thing on here while I'm doing this. It's surprising how many people are really worried what's going on here, / bail on the stream because they're like, oh, I guess you didn't like that. Well, screw it. No, Jen, no. Okay, Let me make sure I'm like, I tend to drift off to the right of the camera here. Bruce and his almost unibrow. Sort of half listening to my wife's talking to her realtor upstairs. Yeah, except the answer sometimes really is no good, Jason. Had a people saw on Facebook, had a bit of a scare with one of my cats. Decided to take a extended vacation from our household. We have a lot of predators around here, so I worry when they don't come home for a couple of days. And of course, it has to be my favorite cat that's the one that's decided to scare the crap out of us. But he came home finally, a jerk. Every time something like this happens, or we do lose one or something like that, I'm always like, why do we do this to ourselves? And then fall right back into the trap. Somebody shows me a picture of an adorable kitten, and the cycle starts again. Infamous, Scott. So, I'm wondering, Ash Williams fans, what is your favorite Evil Dead movie or TV show with Ash versus Evil Dead? Thanks, Scott. Yeah, Uncle Jeff now has 5 kitties. Tell Corey. We're almost down to 4 today, though. I was wondering. It does fluctuate. Let's see here. He's got a strap for the chainsaw. Yeah, you gotta be able to pull the cord on the chainsaw with one hand. So the strap setup. It's totally realistic. I'll say mine. Rookie numbers, yeah. Jason has a lot of cats. All of their names are the one that was MIA. His name is Ember, and his sister is Spark. And then we have Alicia's black cat is Inky. And then we have Cubby is the oldest one. She's a ragdoll. It was like a kind of like a long-haired Siamese. And the newest one is Churro. And he's patterned like an orange cat, but he's actually kind of buff colored. He's not really orange. He's more cinnamon, if that makes sense. So yeah, Churro, Cubby, Inky, Ember, and Spark. Yeah, I tell people at work sometimes, Scott, like, yeah, back in the day, nobody could actually afford a VCR, so when you went to the video store, you also rented the VCR. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember when we actually finally got a VCR that it had a remote that was wired. Is that like a false memory of mine that like it literally had this wire that went from the remote to the front of the VCR and like you'd trip over it and shit? One of you guys must remember whether or not I'm hallucinating. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble.
Did I miss the whole thing?
Hey, Mama. Not quite.
Oh, Ash won. I was hoping he would win.
You did.
Oh, Scott's on tonight.
Scott's
Hi,
on,
Scott.
Jen's on.
Hi, Jen. Jason.
They were not happy. What is she doing here?
What?
We're talking about what your favorite Evil Dead movie might be, and Scott was saying it's the first one because they rented it from the video store with the VCR. You had to rent the VCR at the same time. And Jen was saying, yeah, same one. I got to watch it with them kind of thing, and Scott and Bob were not pleased that Jen was watching it with them, apparently.
Oh, I thought when you said what's she doing here, I thought you were talking about me.
No, but Jen is.
What, no good? Hi, Jen.
See, Scott, you are famous. She literally just said, what, no good?
Yes, and I do understand that to be a Scottism.
Yeah. Tried to explain to him he's really infamous, but, you know, words are hard.
I apologize. Did you hear me talking on the phone?
I could hear you. I don't know if they could.
Sorry, guys.
I was explaining kind of what was going on.
What was the breakdown on the vote?
It was close. I think Ash had one more vote than Freddy Krueger.
Okay.
So I think he had something like 55%. I don't know. I think mine is Army of Darkness because it's the culmination of the trend. Like, I feel like Evil Dead is straight up horror.
Oh, Alicia's on too.
Yeah. And no worries, we're still here.
Well, to be fair, if he hadn't touched it, it probably would have been fine.
Well, that's probably true. I was saying, Evil Dead to me is straight up horror movie, and then Evil Dead 2 kind of incorporates some of the slapstick humor, and then I feel like Army of Darkness is the perfect gel of all the influences of, you know, the horror, the sweet makeup and all that kind of stuff, but then also just the kind of zany and goofy humor.
Alicia says her favorite is the original Evil Dead.
Right,
of
right.
course. I remember you introduced me to this movie, and
Yeah, you were not a fan.
I don't know that I wasn't a fan. Definitely when it came up, I was like, he has a chainsaw for an arm.
So,
What?
so there's a common refrain that you would think after 19 years of marriage that we would get, we kind of get through, but I'll be watching something or I'll show Alicia something that I really enjoy. And usually the response is, it's so stupid. And then I'm there with a shit-eating grin going, I know, right? Like it's a feature, not a bug,
This
you know?
is accurate so far, yes.
Which again is probably why Army of Darkness is my favorite. It's just so absurd.
Jason said Army for me too, because it's your fault I saw it.
Okay.
Jen says, LOL, Alicia, right? Scott said, first you want to kill me, then you want to kiss me. Blow.
Blow. Yeah, that's from Army. It's a trick. Get an axe. Like there's, yeah, our gaming group especially is endlessly quoting Army of Darkness. Although I will say one of the most enjoyable movie watching experiences ever is if you get a chance, watch Evil Dead 2 with the commentary on. Because it's like Bruce Campbell, Sam Raimi, and like one of the guys that worked on the like makeup effects and stuff, and it's hilarious. It's just
I know how this came about with me liking this nonsense. It was, you watched the movie and I thought it was stupid, and I'm like, this is the dumbest freaking thing ever. It doesn't even pass a straight face test. But then we watched him in that show with
Burn Notice.
Burn Notice,
Yeah.
yeah. And I loved him in that. And then I went back and watched it, and I'm like, oh, it's a baby Bruce Campbell.
Right?
And I was hooked.
Yeah, the power of Bruce.
Yeah.
Not many can resist.
Jason said it's the story of Rico.
Yeah, he's talking about a movie called Ricky O, the story of Ricky, and it is insanity. It's a kung fu action, like ridiculously violent, almost like it's a live action anime when it comes to like blood and guts and stuff, and it's yeah. But I feel like some of it is cut from the same cloth as Army of Darkness. Anyway, I'm not going to go super detailed into the castle stuff. Not that important, and I'm getting it wrong anyway. See, now I'm going to have to go watch Army of Darkness again.
It's a good night for it.
It is a good night for it. I don't know if I saw anybody or saw him, but did anybody get any trick-or-treaters where they are? It's probably pretty tough with Scott being out on the lake and Jason being in an apartment above the store. Well, it's true. It's always a trick, isn't it?
What is it that your wife puts up with, Scott? Just you in general? Or-
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Well, just the context, right? Sometimes there's such a delay, it's hard to.
It's
Or
just
maybe I missed something. That
just
never
us, you
happens.
know, riffing on stupid movies and quoting them over and over. Excuse me.
Not unless you count the guy trying to sell me solar panels. Did you give him candy though?
Yeah, like I'm not buying solar panels, but here's a consolation prize.
Your Sony solar panels for a Snickers bar, full size.
Was he trying to sell you solar panels, or was he trying to sell you like next amp?
Community
Like,
solar,
yeah,
yeah.
community. Do you want to buy into this solar farm that we have? Trying to get people to pay for after the fact. Yep. Yeah. We're actually looking at some of that stuff. We get flyers for that kind of stuff at work or whatever, and I was reading reviews on a Better Business Bureau. I was like, ugh.
For like the community solar?
For Next Amp,
Oh.
yeah.
Isn't that what they are?
It is.
Yeah.
It's one of them, yeah.
Yeah, my dad was asking about it, and he's like, "Do you think this is worthwhile?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know much about how they do the farms and stuff, but like we have panels, and I think they're worth it for us." But
Right,
I
but
would
they're
own them, I don't
ours.
know that.
Yeah, exactly.
so.
These are like you buy a certain percentage of the solar farm. and
yeah,
then
like you invest in the farm and you
Yeah,
get a discount on
it's
your
crap.
electrical, but then I don't know, like who knows what the state is gonna do with credits or whatever.
And one of the things I saw online that they were crabbing about was this Next Amp, they bill 3 months in arrears, and then it takes you 3 months to cancel. So you could
Oh.
decide to cancel and still be paying 6 months worth of bills.
Yeah,
It's just gross.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, quite the divergence from the Halloween theme.
Well, no, it's scary.
Well, it is scary, I guess.
And said he lost me. Hello.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna call this sketch good. So now is the time.
I see this guy also has the Timu shoes.
The what?
The Timu shoes.
Yeah.
He's not wearing any.
Okay.
We don't
Well,
see his
it,
shoes.
yeah, there's not enough room on the.
A
paper
very
for shoes.
poor joke, it would seem.
Favorite scary movie is probably like if I want to go full on actually scare the shit out of me movie, it's Event Horizon. I love that movie to death. I remember seeing it in the theater and simultaneously being like pants wettingly scared and also loving every minute of it. Yeah, it is a tough one. How do you pick?
This is my boomstick.
That's actually like my one of the reference photos I printed out is from that scene. Now I swear, the next one of you primates even touches me.
Oh, wait, what was? I don't know what that was.
Timu shoes.
Oh, got the reference.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing that was really great to me about Event Horizon is Lawrence Fishburne is like the only guy in the movie that's like how a normal person would be. Like they, everybody makes the stupid, I'm gonna go check out this thing by myself in this horrible haunted ship or whatever. But they start to decode the log of what happened to the original crew, and it's all just that horrible nightmare hell shit. And he just like turns it off, and there's a beat, and he's like, "We're leaving." Just get out of here.
I can't even think of a scary movie. Like, what are some scary movies?
I can't think of a scary movie.
Well, I was
I
gonna
don't
answer
know,
the
any
question, but
Nightmare
I
on
can't.
Elm Street, any
think I
Friday
ever-
the 13th,
I never watched any of those.
The Exorcist.
I watched the Scream.
Oh,
movies.
Psycho. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, I was reading up literally like a couple of weeks ago about Event Horizon and some of the stuff that went on, and like some of the people they don't even want to talk specifics because they hired like basically porno actors and stuff to do the log scenes, and they were literally like some of the stuff that's being shot in second unit probably is not legal. Oh yeah, Hereditary. Oof. Midsummer. There's just a ton. Actually, I know there's a lot of flack for it or whatever, but seeing Blair Witch Project in the theater was really good because for kids growing up in Maine, like 90% of that movie was shit we had done. So it hit close to home.
I kind of want to say it, but I don't think I ever watched the movie. I just read the book.
Right.
I think I like more scary books than scary. I don't know that I've watched a lot
Yeah.
of scary movies, but I've read a lot of horror books.
This is from the woman that like will watch 82 hours of like forensic files and stuff
Yeah,
as comfort food.
training. I mean, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Like we hadn't seen anything like it, so you're kind of like watching it, like what is this? Is this real? Oh yeah, Christine. I remember seeing that as a kid. Yeah. Trying to think of other horror movies that really, I mean, obviously The Exorcist, amazing. I tend to like stuff that's like, I say this a lot, but it's like a creepy, unsettling vibe more than like, say, jump scares or like torture porn or whatever.
All right. Well, the best scary movie ending was The Thing with Russell.
Yeah, The
no,
Thing. Oh,
what's
man.
his name? Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, yeah, and Keith David just,
Yeah. At the very end there.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like the most terrifying, unsettling thing ever.
yeah. Jason, don't tell me you haven't seen The Thing. You know Bob and you haven't seen The Thing? Like, I'm gonna drive to your house right now and make you watch The Thing. House on Haunted Hill. Oh, must be a timing thing, Jason. You might have been thinking like, what about The Thing? About the time she was talking about it. Yeah, I haven't seen the new one. Or, yeah, not that it's that new anymore.
There's a new thing.
Yeah, they did like a prequel, kind of like what happened to the Norwegians. They're Norwegians back.
Oh, The Shining.
Yeah, yeah.
Shining.
Somebody had mentioned The Shining.
Again, I read the book, but I think I did watch that movie too.
Yeah, I don't know if Bob had something going on tonight or he just didn't realize I was going to do it tonight.
He
But-
just doesn't like you anymore.
What do you mean anymore? All right, so not to rush anybody, but I'm going to roll this 10-sided die, and when I do, when I tell you, type in what you think the number I rolled is, and whoever guesses it first will get Mr. Williams here. So Jason's already guessing I haven't rolled.
It doesn't count until after he rolls,
Yeah.
Jason.
So
Now you
Now I
can make your
rolled.
guess.
number between 1 and 10, folks.
It's not 1, Jason. I'm sorry, and not 6 also.
Not 3, Crystal. Not 8. Still not 1.
Why do you say 3?
Crystal,
No,
guess 3.
she was on the ball. Sorry, Crystal.
Shit, I'm at 4. Negative. There you go, Jen. It's 10 again.
Like, this is insane. Must have been 3 in a row. You rolled the highest,
Well, it's
Is that
2.
it?
It's at least 2 in a row that I've rolled.
but you rolled an 8.
Yeah.
I think you're doing it.
Yay! Congrats, Jen. You win the sketch.
It's the Bizarro universe, Alicia.
Right.
He normally rolls a 1. He's just rolling the high.
Yeah, Jason always guesses 1 because he plays Dungeons and Dragons with me and he knows how badly I roll, so. Yeah, rigged. You just have to watch the next one. You get another chance. Speaking of which, the next one will not be Monday again because I won't be here. But the following Monday we'll do it. Thanks for showing up for the Halloween special.
Witch hunt.
Fake news. Yeah, Jen, so I'll drop it off at some point here. Oh, geez. Yeah, you gotta get up early.
Oh, good luck tomorrow. It's the
Yeah.
first day,
I
yeah.
don't think it's gonna be super cold tonight, but
Main hunter's only tomorrow, right?
well, Jason, tomorrow's the first day of deer season as well, and it's
Well, no,
for
not-
residents only, I think.
Not as well. There's no moose hunt tomorrow. It doesn't start till Monday.
Right, but we're in the middle of moose hunting season.
Okay, okay.
All right, thanks, everybody. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Halloween. Go watch Army of Darkness. No, okay. Have a good night.
Hey, guys.
I don't know if I can do this.
So I guess what we